Hello everyone, this is the fourth episode of Mouse Adventure Devlog. This week, I have been working on some of the UI and animation related parts of the game. It was mainly changing some of the animator based animations into tween based animations, which are on UI elements and collectible items. Also last week I started working on some notification system for the game, and it also had keyframe based animations made in Unity Editor, so I was also switching its animations to tween based animations. Also collectibles had animations for idle and collected states. These were made similarly in Unity Editor, so the idea was to move all these animations to Lean Tween, a tweening library for Unity. For those who are new, Mouse Adventure is a maze crawler puzzle game based on procedurally generated mazes. It takes place in a cartoony world with light-hearted storyline. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified when the new devlog is out. I really appreciate your support. Last week we discussed the map system of the mazes, how the map texture was generated, and the fog of war shader I made using Unity Shader Graph, which reveals the visited cells of the map and shows position and rotation of the player. One of the bad habits I had when using Unity was using Unity's animation system for UI and other move, rotate, scale kind of transform based simple animations. Of course I did not know about this up until I watched the Unity Europe 2017 optimization tips video, which presentation I will add into the description below. The problem with using animator based animations in Canvas is that unless you disable it, you will keep the animation in an idle state which will always run and set the canvas dirty every frame. So if you have many objects in the canvas, all of them will be drawn even though they do not change at all. At this stage, best thing to do is to separate the canvas into different groups and use tween animations. The word tween comes from in-betweening. It is interpolating between two or more values in given order during given time. So instead of following keyframes to generate animation, it animates objects with a mathematical function to interpolate the value to create different animations. Unlike state-based animations, tween animations stop and do not update anymore when they are done. For this purpose, I started using Lean Tween last year, even though some of my friends suggested using DoTween, which is another tweening library. My preference was based on the easy API Lean Tween has. Its free version lacks some of the functionality and has some corner case bugs, but I was able to implement the things myself, and I can say I'm using slightly modified version of it to get my things done. On top of that, I wrote some generic animation components to give me a chance to create animation sequences of different types, such as color, alpha, rotation, location, and scale changes. So any object might have any of these animation components. I can call the animes when they are needed. It's not the most generic way to do this, and it has its drawbacks, but works for me just fine. After finishing up my notifications UI, I replaced the animations in it with my scripts. Notification system also runs on a separate canvas now. It has a main message object and a smaller notification object in it, main message being in the center and smaller notification being right top corner. In the system, all the messages and notifications are queued and kept waiting until there is no animation running at the moment, so you will never miss any of the messages. I also set some color code for these messages for user to intuitively understand what it might mean. These colors are blue for info, green for success, red for error, and yellow for warning. One mistake I see many developers are making is duplicating the same UI element for different messages with different text in them. The best way to do things is creating one object and reusing the same object while setting its message and other properties around it. Doing this will simplify your UI and make your job easier. I also added these animations to collectible items. For example, right now when you collect a coin or cheese, these objects grow, move up, then shrink to disappear. So here is how it looked without the UI elements and how it looks now. Also the animations are replaced with tweening, but yeah, we can't really see it. However, there will be a small bump in the performance and it will not eat up the battery of the player's mobile phone. Last week I actually took some days off, and that was the time when I was working on the fog of war and map. And since some work piled up for me at my day job, I was able to spare a couple of evenings for the work on these. Not much, but still good improvements in my opinion. Also, I had a chance to visit the office this week and recorded some videos of Tallinn Old Town. Because of the pandemic, currently I work from home and I do not visit the office that often, so I can leave you with some of the short clips from there and view from our office. I hope you found this episode useful and learned something. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel not to miss the next episode. Take care.